What's good, YouTube? We're back again to talk about should you do a finisher set, meaning should you do a shit ton of reps to your last set? No, don't do this. There's actually no research behind actually doing this. People are like, oh, you'll get the pump. Okay, about the pump. The person that made it was Arnold, right? Arnold was like, it's like, yo, if you guys do a pump at the end or do a pump, you get your muscle starts growing more. No, that's not true. That's not true. Just the thing about people that take steroids is that they need a lot more reps than they can't do heavier weights in a way. You know what I mean? Yeah, you see heavier weights, but imagine that as like their warm up set, or like your warm up set is their fucking, like your fucking max is their warm up set, and they have to do like lower weights and like higher reps because because your muscles will literally rip if it like you're just going beyond, right? It's like going Super Saiyan. I mean, well, actually Kaioken, right? And your body just can't handle it. Like that's it. So, should you do a finisher set? Not really. All right, that's only if you take steroids, and if you're taking steroids, you're doing like a lot more reps either way. So it's like you're doing a finisher every fucking set, like 15 to 20 reps in every fucking set. So don't do that. Like, I know some people, they do fucking 100 reps, like, at the end of their fucking saying, like, oh, you'll get your muscle synthesis, whatever the fuck, right? Just don't even try doing that. Literally, you get no difference if you just do a heavy set with, like, your heartbeat and all that. You get the same if you just do a heavy set with, like, 10 to 12 reps, whatever, right? If you want to do this, I mean, you could go ahead, but I'm saying it's just a waste of time and a waste of energy, honestly. Fucking tired of like shit. Just worked out, so, that's what I saw. I was like, fuck, why are people doing finishes at the end? Like, stop. It doesn't help unless you take steroids. And don't take steroids because you don't need it. Especially if you're a new guy. Like, honestly, people who need steroids are like, or not need, like, you're already big yourself, like The Rock, how he's already big as hell, like 6 foot fucking, I don't know, 8, and you can already, like, the taller you are, the more muscle you can put on your body. So, but you know how, like, you see small people and they have all this muscle? Well, that's because of looks, you know what I mean? It's the way it looks. It looks like they have more muscle, but not really. If the taller you are, the more muscle you can gain. And if you, let's say you take steroids, right, as like 6'8", what the fuck, you're gonna become a beast. All right. So if you're like the average dude, fucking 6'2", whatever, right, or like 5'8", my bad. Don't take steroids. Honestly, it's not that. It's pretty bad for your health, unless you're like 50 years old and you really don't give a fuck anymore. You're like, why not? Like steroids will help you then, all right? But if you're fucking 18, 19, all the way up to fucking 30, right? If you're in that age, right? Don't take steroids. It's literally pointless because I saw the 16-year-old taking steroids. I'm like, what are you doing? Fix yourself. You should not be doing that shit. Like, he looks awful. His body just looks like you're balding already. Might as well wear a hat. That's the one thing too. I fucking hate hats in the fucking gym. It's just my thing. I'm like, you're such a like most of them are taking steroids. So a lot of people, when they wear hats, they're like, oh, cool big guys wear hats. Well, that's because they're balding. They don't want to show their hair. They're very fucking what is that word? Like, you don't want to show your flaws about yourself. I forget that word, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, oh, I don't want to show people my hair. And then newbies and these people that are like shit and lifting weights, they're like, oh, not shit. I want to, like, they get better, but people, they look at these steroid users and they're like, I mean, that's not a rant for steroid users, right? It's not a rant, it may sound like one. Just that the way lifting works it's just interesting to me. And a lot of people, make the mistake of taking steroids right off the bat. And fuck, it pisses me off because it just ruined their health. You shouldn't be doing that. But again, let's go back to the topic of finishing. Don't do a finisher. If you just want, let's do a heavy set. All right, heavy set. Do you need a pump? Nope. Pumps don't make your muscle grow. It just makes you, look better, I guess. But that's only temporary. I would only do that if you're competing for a show. Just do a pump at the end and boom, you might win. See ya.